Hi, thank you for joining me. I want to address my British viewers for once and say my sincere apologies, my deepest apologies for not being involved at all in their midterm elections or whatever elections there has been in the last few months, and now an outcome that seems to outrage many of the British people. And I'm not part of this outrage. I'm not part of these elections at all. I don't even know the score. I want to throw all the blame on the Israeli media and say what I have to always say about the Israeli media, that it is completely uninvolved in anything that is not Israeli or or touches Israelis somehow. I mean, lately because of Iran, so we're involved a little in the U.S. military movements either, but mostly we're involved in Israel. So a story about the goat in Judea and Samaria takes more place in the news than a story about the reform movement, which I don't know what is the reform movement in England, and therefore I'm uninformed. I try to consume foreign news, but it's not easy. It's not what everyone consumes around me. Everyone consumes the same six channels. There's six channels. All the six channels are different different channels of news, and all of them are about Judea and Samaria and Gaza and Lebanon and what's going on in Israel. Now, the reason for this is not entirely because of the local media fault, it's also because of the mainstream media fault. Because the mainstream media is obsessed with Israel, with Lebanon, with Gaza, with Judea and Samaria, with Iran as a threat to Israel. And I don't want the threats to Israel to be undermined, to be underestimated, to depreciated. I want the threats to Israel to be very much eliminated. But that should be the basic, the obvious. That should be the obvious. Instead of being the obvious, it is very much discussed whether or not the threats to Israel should be eliminated. So Israel remains under heavy threats, and these threats remain the mainstream media obsession. So I don't know what's the, as they say, well, where's the chicken, where's the egg? I don't know where to start. But something is very wrong in the way we are consuming media and in the way that we are treating threats to Israel and in the way that we are treating England, which is a kind of important place. You know, it used to be the sun always rise over England. It used to be the biggest empire of the earth. And I believe it still is a very important place and a very important country. And I'm sorry, I deeply apologize. And I want to eventually take the blame to myself and say I deeply apologize for being an asshole and not being involved in what's going on in England. So I'm sorry for this. Thank you for listening and have a nice day.